Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we'll continue with regression analysis. In our earlier video, we have seen that in simple regression, we will have two variables, and if the two variables are significantly correlated, we can find out the value of one variable from the other. In simple linear regression, the relationship between the two variables, say x and y, will be linear. Regression analysis can be done by algebraic or graphical methods. In graphical method, we can make a plot of one variable against the other. It is referred to as a scatter diagram, and we will get a straight line from which we can find out the value of one variable from the other. In algebraic methods, we can find out the slope and intercept of the straight line by solving normal equations. This we have seen in our previous video, and we also saw how to use the Excel data analysis tool pack to get the value of slope and intercept. The value of slope and intercept can also be obtained using a formula, and we can also get the value of x from y or y from x by using this term, where for getting x from y we have to use the product of correlation coefficient into standard deviation of x divided by the standard deviation of y. So we'll see about these two, the second and third method, in today's video. So this is the problem which we did in our previous video. So we had the two variables x and y, and we were asked to find the value of y when x is equal to 150. So we solved the normal equation and we got the value of the slope and intercept. The coefficient of x will be the slope. So b is the slope and a is the y-intercept. So we have to keep that in mind when we are trying to understand which is the slope and which is the intercept. And when we want to find out the value of y, we have to substitute it in this formula, and we have got the answer as 181.52. The same problem we'll try to solve by the other methods. So the formula to find out slope and y-intercept is this. And so it is evident that we need the value of sigma xy, sigma x, sigma y and sigma x square to substitute in this formula and find out. So these are our x values and these are our y values. So we can find out the total and get sigma x and sigma y. We have to square all the x terms, then we get the value of x square, and when we add it we get sigma x square. And we have to multiply each x with the corresponding y, and we have to find out xy. By adding it you can get sigma xy. These are the terms required in this formula. So I have entered the values here. Sigma x is 210, sigma y is 400, sigma x square is 12,100 and sigma xy is 19,900. So to find out the slope, here in this formula, n is the sample size, so it is 5. And sigma xy is 19,900, sigma x is 210, sigma y is 400. So that is the numerator. In the denominator, again it is n, sample size 5, into sigma x square, which is 12,100, and sigma x the whole square, which is 210 square. So this we have to remember the difference between sigma x square, which is the sum of the square of x terms, and sigma x the whole square, which is just a square of sigma x. When we solve this, again we get the slope as 0.94 as we got in our previous video. In y-intercept, again if you see, the denominator remains the same, so the same substitution here. In the numerator it is sigma y 400, sigma x square 12,100, sigma x is 210 and sigma xy is 19,900, and we again get the y-intercept same as we got in the previous video, 40.31, and if we substitute it we get the value of y as 181.52. So this is another way to get the slope and y-intercept. Next is using the formula. So for regression equation of x on y, this is the regression coefficient which we have to use. For regression equation of y on x, this is what we have to use. As we already know, x bar means mean of x, y bar is the mean of y, sigma x is the standard deviation of x, sigma y is the standard deviation of y, and r is the correlation coefficient. This entire term may be referred to as the regression coefficient of x on y, and this is the regression coefficient of y on x. Now, since we have to find out y for a given value of x is equal to 150, we can employ this formula. So the same problem, when we do a descriptive statistic analysis, you can get the mean and standard deviation. This we have already seen in a previous video. And for correlation coefficient also, we have learned how to do it manually as well as using Excel. So these are the values. X bar is 42, Y bar is 80, correlation coefficient 0.99, standard deviation of X is 28.63 and standard deviation of Y is 27.38. So when we substitute it in this formula, we need to find the value of Y. Y bar is 80, correlation coefficient 0.99, standard deviation of Y 27.38, standard deviation of X 28.63. And we want to find out the value of Y if X value is 150. So we have substituted it here, and X bar is 42. When we solve it, we get Y is equal to 182.6, just like we got it in the other methods. So these are the other ways to do regression analysis. Thank you.